right, y'all, what's up? Welcome back. This is the Baddies Midwest Honey Review. The Baddies Midwest Review, baby. Zeus has spoiled us and gave us 2 episodes, not 1, but 2. And baby, when I tell you it was a showdown, it was a showdown. So, guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. We're going to get right into it. Because, baby, this was juicy. All right, so it pops up. You know, we had the reunion review and all that from last season review. And, you know, Natalie pops up and she says she's back. She's saying the new girls are coming. She's not going to want to be their friend this time. She had enough of that where it goes. You know, we saw it go from friendship to words, so what, maybe, or what have you. And she was just like, you know what, I just want to make money with y'all. If you do anything wrong, you know, I'm going to send you home. And then it shows the scene where they're popping up to the PJ, and then you have Scotty, honey, and her Lamborghini with her little dog. She love that dog, honey. Maybe that dog be dressed and tailored better than anybody. Okay, that's her little baby. And she also was riding with Jayla. So, you know, they came in. Then, you know, Scotty says she's back. She's ready for the new season. She's ready to have some fun and make money with the girls. Now, Scotty confessional, to me, I did not like it. The hair gave like it was like an old glam of Farrah Fawcett. And then we had Jayla came in. You know, she said she was ready to come to the Midwest. That's a thing. She looked good. I love this confessional of Jayla. Jayla confessionals really been top tier, honey. It's really been top tier, especially the the red lipstick. But I wish she did a red hair. But I could kick it with this blonde a little bit longer, right? So all the girls introduced, and you had Biggie, Anna, and Tasiki pop up. They're saying, what's up? You know me. Anna was like, you know how I'ma do. You know, I was reserved. She was like, you know, she was reserved last season. She's not reserved anymore, you know, and so she could do a lot more than what she did last season. Now, last season, she really couldn't fight, you know, even though she was tagging in, jumping in, arguing, and stuff of that nature. And, you know, basically she was saying, you know, she's back or whatever. And then, you know, you had Biggie. You know, Biggie was sitting here still picking on the new girls. It's like she back, you know. Basically, she finna make more money than the new girls. I don't know where she get this from. Biggie just be talking. And, you know, she back with her friends. And, you know, saying, hi, the new girls. I don't know why she feel like she want to pick on the new girls when basically Biggie has multiple times cried about, you know what I'm saying, like coming back and nobody giving her props. And it's like, I don't know what it is with Biggie. I'm not a Biggie fan. I'm not. Biggie has a big personality. I love that she has that. I'm in confidence, but I'm not with it. So anyway, Taseki came back and, you know, she was like, if people want to lose their tooth this season, their teeth this season, you know, she'll do that. But this season, she really not doing that. So Taseki is basically, like she said before, she going to come in and be humble. But anybody play with her on any type of time, Taseki was like, you know, she going to go ahead and people want their teeth missing this season, they going to have their teeth missing. She basically said she's tired of, you know, people talking junk. You know, I mean, let's make sense, okay? Then Rolly. First of all, Rolly ate. Rolly ate getting on the PJ. Rolly ate with the confessional look. Shout out to Rolly. Rolly ate, baby. I love this look on Rolly, especially this blonde. It fits her. Rolly ate. Shout out to Rolly. Rolly did that. Yes, I love it. Rolly has had her glow up. I mean, we really seen her transform and glow up. So she basically came and, you know, she's saying she's all with the smoke, with, you know, people with the cloud chasing, meaning DDB. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. So they all get on the PJ. They all laughing. They all talking and discussing about last season. And, they pop their champagne. They sitting down talking. They're, having fun. They're ready. And, everything is going great. They're talking about the reunion. They started, Rolly told Anna, and she was like, oh, we fighting mamas. And then Anna was like, yeah, we fighting mamas and baby daddies too. We doing all of that too. Everybody looked good, especially Natalie. I love Natalie outfit and them boots. Her and Rolly gave me the best outfits in the look on this PJ. Like the best. So they sitting here discussing that, and then I think somebody said, oh, we're knocking teeth out and stuff like that. So Scotty started dancing and twerking and tapping Scotty on the butt, whatever. And then the conversation that Taseki had with Rolly about her knocking Diamond the body teeth out. And Taseki was like, yeah, I knocked her teeth out and blase squaze. So as they doing that, they jump to confessionals. And I love this confessional look with Jayla. This is just eating. And Jayla was like, we're going to teach the new girls this season. Last season, there were some girls that were some clout chasers. They were talking about Diamond the body. And a lot of stuff happened. A lot of girls was ready. So we're going to teach the new girls this season. We're going to show them what it is. We're going to show them what's up. We're going to, basically saying like, y'all try us this season. Like, we just going to have to DDT you. You know what I'm saying? Which I felt like last season, some of the new girls was trying to prove their spot. And like Rolly was saying, she basically was saying, hey, you had people that tried to do, like, Diamond the body open that door for the new girls to clout chase. So now it's going to be a different situation. So she especially talked about Diamond the body, about how she felt like she clout chases. She's opening doors for girls to come in and do that, not get to know the girls. She don't like that. She said that Diamond the body, her and Diamond the body was cool until she started talking about her son, brought her son up in it. And now she has to see her. And she was like, she don't care where she see her at. When she first see her, she is going to just go ahead and square up with it. It's going to be the business. So then Taseki was showing her hand. They was talking about her teeth. Taseki said she still had her teeth marks in her hand. They even talked about that. They were talking about a lot of things on the PJ. It was mostly about Diamond the body. So then again, as they're flying and everything, having a conversation, Natalie decides to tell the girls that they have to stop in Oklahoma first. Yes, they say they know it's not part of the Midwest. They're going to go to Detroit. I think if Detroit is going to be the first city. But first, before they hit Detroit, they have to make a pit stop in Oklahoma. So as she said this to second, looking like, what the fuck we got to stop in Oklahoma from now? That's not the Midwest. So Natalie says, no, that's not the Midwest. But we're going to stop because y'all know how I feel about siblings, and family is the most important thing, which I agree, because look at where they are now. Family is very important. Being in this entertainment industry, I don't care what you do, reality, whatever, family is important. So Taseki was like, she really didn't want to talk to her, but Natalie was like, you guys haven't seen each other in a while, y'all need to talk. And she basically said that Krishan was basically going online saying these things about her. She never got the chance to see her sister, so Taseki need to see her sister and figure out what's going on. Taseki didn't want to, but she said, I know that you don't want to, but this is something y'all have to have a conversation. Rock just got out. She want us to come see her. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. We're going to go more into it. So, they get to the hotel after the PJ. Everybody goes into their rooms. So, Taseki is in her room. And then you have Biggie and Anna who came to come and check on her. And they basically said, like, they felt like everybody should have been there when they had this conversation, because like the disrespect was allowed. Everybody seen the fight of people jumping you for her, which they're not friends no more, by the way. And it should have been that. So Taseka was like, she really didn't want to do it, but she's going to do it because, you know, that's what they have to do. So as they're talking and chopping it up, you know, the Scotty, Rolly, Natalie, Jayla all leave out, and they're going to go meet Krishan first, you know, to have a sit down with her, get to see the baby, you know, see where her head at now, try to smooth the water over for them to have a conversation. So that they sit down and wait for her. Krishan come out in all white, and I still don't feel like Krishan has changed, but hey, whatever. And she came with her baby. I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel like Krishan hasn't changed after I explain this scene. So she come out, they greet her, they give her a hug. They say, you know, former baddie Taseki's sister. So as she get up, they see the baby, they say, oh, you know, they give their hugs. Krishan give them a hug, they have a nice talk. Now, I'm going to tell you the difference I seen with Krishan, with her sister, of the jealousy and the things I saw. I don't care what y'all say, that girl is jealous of that girl. She wasn't supposed to make it this far, and I'm going to tell you why. You know, they sat down, they have a conversation. Basically, she told him she was going to have a baby, but she just told everybody she was going to have a baby, and then she asked them when they were going to have that baby, and Jayla was like, I'm thinking about the end of the year. So Ronnie looking like, who you having a baby with? Like, who? She said, you cheat on me, huh? You cheat on me? Just watch if you cheat on me. Like, they joking, but Rolly was like looking at Jada like, why would you have a baby? Like, your career just started to kick back up. So Scotty was like, nah, ain't no baby. Natalie was like, listen, I have my daughter. that little girl is another Natalie running up the bag. Natalie don't need another. So as they sit down talking, you know, they were discussing about things. Rock said that she doesn't smoke or drink anymore. Y'all, she's not smoking or drink, and Ned was like, yeah, okay. But no, she's not doing it because she's on probation. So she has to be drug tested. And what y'all got to understand is this is what we're going to get of Rock for right now. But once that probation is over, I think she's going to go back to her old ways. And I'm going to tell you why, because I seen it. When you used to making money, and y'all, we talked about this. When you used to making money, y'all try to follow these influencers. And I'm going to tell you why she ain't changed to the things she said. So they start talking about the girl. So, you know, they introduced us to Ivory, which y'all know is Ivory is from the same network. I don't know how that's going to go with her and Diamond the Body. And they're from Now TV. I noticed a lot of the girls are coming from Now TV, getting put onto Zeus. A lot of the girls. So I don't know what Now TV got going on. But, you know, it's very entertaining. You got Jasmine Renee. She's stepping in. I think Jasmine not the one that looked familiar to me. Now, Jasmine came in, you know, with her pink hair. She looked cute. I give the confession to her, baby. She was eating that confessional. She said, I'm going to come in with my hair laid, honey, press down the scalp wig wear, looking cute, and I give her that. So Jasmine Renee, they popped up, introduced about her. She's one of the girls that auditioned. You also have a Bad Dolly. Now, don't Bad Dolly look like she could be Danny's little cousin or sister? Now, Bad Dolly is from Mississippi, and she's also another one that did great on the audition. I'm starting to notice that Natalie started paying attention to us when we said get the girls that were there for the audition there. I'm noticing that, so kudos to Natalie and LaMel, okay? We also have Big Let's, not the little one. She say the real Big Let's. She say she ain't like the other Big Let's. It's like the real Big Let's. This ain't like that Big Let's that said triple homicide or double homicide. This another Big Let's. So just ready to see this Big Let's. I don't forget where she from. I think she's from... Is she from Ohio? She from Ohio. You got Yoshi. I'm trying to remember where she from, y'all. I don't want to say the east side of Detroit because I do not want Detroit to come in these comments and snap on me. I do not want it. Detroit, y'all. I like Detroit. Listen, let me tell you something. The two movies got me loving Detroit at this point. And I'll be like, oh, I gotta go visit. Oh, yay. You have Emma. Emma is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And that's another thing, too, y'all. I want to know, my folks from Michigan, Detroit. What's the difference between Grand Rapids and Detroit? Like, what's the difference, y'all? Let me know in the comments. What's the difference, y'all? What is the difference? Okay, we also have Paula, Pusha P. I think that's what she called herself. She looked like she got hands. Emma looked like she too pretty to fight. She'll fight you if she got to, but she looked like she got hands. And then we have also Summer. Summer is the one from Eastside Detroit. She looked cute. I like her confessional look. She did that. I'm not sure what the top is giving, but whatever. Akbar. Let me tell you something. Akbar had been getting on my nerves a little bit, but that's still my baby. That's still my girl. She know how I feel about her. Shout out to Akbar. I'm proud of her. I'm glad to see her back on TV because I'm not going to lie. I miss the humble Akbar. Now, I love the makeup, baby. She ate down. Like, you can't hate on that. Akbar ate this. Akbar said, I'm a veteran, okay? I'm going to eat this up. And we have the first baby mama to Blueface children, Jane Alexis. Now, I was kind of taken back because I wasn't sure. What I'm starting to noticing with Zeus, okay, hold on. They say everybody got to eat, okay? So she's the baby mama. You got the auntie of the siblings on there. The other auntie to all the siblings was on there. Then you have the siblings' mothers. Honey, this is a whole family affair. Then you got the grandma. Baby, this is a whole family affair. So Natalie was saying she was surprised that Krishan didn't say nothing negative about Jay and Alexis because of their history. And you know, Rock was like, no, I want her, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, make the money. Of course you want her to make the money right now. You know the pinnacle of it. Okay? You know where it's at. So Taseki show up. Chastity see her. She let her hold her niece, which they haven't seen nobody in a while, and they started crying. Remember I told y'all to Tia, but Chastity and the other sister said. So Chastity was like, Taseki was like, why would I come and fight? She said, I ain't finna fight. I know you in the middle. She said, I miss you too. Because remember, the other sister was like, she distanced herself because of the mess. So Chastity and Taseki start talking and make up. You know, Taseki hasn't seen her family in a while for certain reasons. Which, as a sister, an older sibling, I understand where all of them are coming from. Except for I'm not the baby. But I see where she's doing because she is the baby. We're going to keep it real, right? So, you know, everybody get up. They said bye and everything. Natalie stayed. Taseki walked in. She gave Natalie a hug. She did hug Krishan, but I feel like Krishan act like she didn't want to hug her sister. And I'm going to tell you why I noticed that Krishan has not changed. And we're going to get into it. So as they sit down, Natalie was like, she feel like they need to talk, get some things out the way. They need to have a conversation. And as they start talking, she was like, you know, that basically she know how she feel about family, which Natalie doesn't. Natalie can argue with her mama, her daddy, and all them all day, and her brother and her husband, whatever they have you. But when it comes to family, she keep things family in her household. So as they sat down and talk, you know, Rock goes, oh, you coming in like you got a chip on your shoulder. And Taseki like, what you mean? I'm just coming in here so we can have a conversation and move forward. And she goes, well, I want Tifa. I don't want Taseki. How you gonna come and tell somebody after you got them jumped how you want them? You know what I'm saying? So they start having a conversation. Now, this how I know that Krishan didn't want to talk about how she did that girl, and Krishan knows she was wrong. So Krishan had to do the biggest thing she had to do as a spoiled brat and deflect. And I'm going to tell you why I feel like she did that, and she has not changed. Krishan's spirit is angry, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to give y'all some pointers. I'm not going to tell y'all all of them, but give y'all the best I can. They had a conversation. Krishan said if it wasn't for her, Taseki would not be on Zeus. She introduced her to Zeus and everybody there. Now, Taseki starts saying the situation about what happened on the bus. Krishan didn't want to hear that because Krishan was wrong. So let me walk down memory lane for y'all that don't remember. When they got on the bus and Krishan was pregnant her last season, remember? People threw eggs at her. They didn't throw eggs at her because they did not like her. Word on the curb, allegedly, Krishan's attitude is very nasty. So they had a conversation. She was going down that. Krishan didn't want to hear it. She kept ignoring it. Krishan got up, was holding the baby, patting him. And she said, if you want to talk, then she was holding him, patting him. She said, if you want to talk about past, we can bring up the past. And she kept ignoring her, turning her back, whatever. She was like, no, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Like, let's talk about it, move forward. Why did you do that to me? Just apologize for what you did. Well, that's when Krishan brought up in the midst of the argument and said, well, you made me eat when I was 7 years old. That's when Chastity stepped in, because she had someone hold her baby, and sat between them. The pain I see in Chastity's face is sad because Chastity does not pick sides. If y'all want the real tea about what's really going on between them, y'all go over to E-Toxic Tea Lounge, baby. She got it from the beginning since Krishan got famous, baby. She got all the tea. So Chastity asked him to sit down, sit down, let's pray, let's talk. She tried to calm the situation down. I'm going to tell y'all how I know this girl ain't changed, baby. She pulling y'all a string, y'all heartstrings. Chastity started crying. It was very genuine. And she kept telling her, that's when Taseki said, oh, you were drinking during your pregnancy. We were drinking. And then she was like, don't pull that narrative that I was drinking pregnant. Now, that's a lie that Krishan did like to lie about, because we all seen Krishan with them bottles. Like Taseki said, you gave me the bottle. And then you also told people in the video after we shared a moment on stage that y'all gonna get her. Y'all gonna get her. She said, don't pull that narrative. So she brought that up. Now, in the midst that Taseki walked out after Chastity started crying after the prayer and everything, Taseki was like, I'm done. I'm over it. She got in the car. She said, I don't want to film with her. I want to do nothing with her. Krishan sit there and say, oh, she was a stripper. If it wasn't for me, that's her favorite thing. If it wasn't, that's how I know she did not change. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't be here. And y'all can't keep saying that, because the reason I feel like Krishan is jealous of her sister, I'm finna keep it about with you. Taseki is in Tubi movies and her career taking off much quicker than Krishan's career. And that bothers Krishan. I told y'all when it first popped off, I said Krishan ain't gonna get them deals unless she change. This is a whole branding for Krishan. And it's by force because she's on probation. We talked about this, y'all. We talked about the ladies that do the brand deals and have these come to Jesus moments for the moment, and it doesn't be sincere. And then she also brought up that the person that Taseki with now is Chastity's ex-boyfriend. Oh, she don't want to talk about that. Chastity was like, don't do that. Just let that go. Don't do that. Like, Chastity let that go. Chastity got a whole baby, had a whole new relationship. Krishan is jealous. She don't like it. Krishan felt like that girl stole her place and her thunder. That is your sister, regardless of the fact. So they go to this place. I don't forget what this place was. And went out to eat. So with Scotty I like this look on Scotty right here, but it's the same hashtag confessionals. And I feel like it could have been more of a flare, more thicker. But anyway, because I see what she giving. I get it. The shade is real. So, and then, you have Natalie. So they're all talking or whatever. And then, Akbar came in, Diamond the Body, and Jay and Alexis. Okay, those are confessions I just showed y'all. Everybody was sitting down talking. They were talking about the reunion, and that's about things that happened. So Akbar said, yeah, what happened to your teeth? She said, I seen that, you know what I'm saying? Jay was like, yeah, oh, wow. She was like, I still got a tooth missing. She talked with the lips because she got a tooth missing. So that's when Natalie asked about Rolly and the kids. So Diamond Bob was like, I'm not scared to fight Rolly. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I don't want to, why it got to be a public place, though? I don't want to fight. Girl, you had all that mouth fight. You know Rolly going to come. Like, you called for Rolly. Rolly is coming. So why it got to be a public place? We can do it at home, on the couch. We can fight, whatever the case. Like, I think she slick light Rolly. We're going to keep it that way. So Natalie told her to eat, because when they get to that other place, they're not eating. So then, all the other girls are sitting down talking, and, they're talking about, basically, about seeing Krishan and things that happened. Now, Anna and Biggie did not see her, and I figured that Biggie and Krishan friendship was going to fade because of the things that happened. So they all asked Taseki what happened, and Jayla was like, I seen your sister. It was very bittersweet. I seen her grow. It's like my baby done had a baby. She said, but I also want to know what it is with you and your sister, because I seen that. She said, and it kind of hurt me because I don't know which way to, go and feel about it. So Taseki started saying about what happened, and Rolly started crying because Taseki was crying, because Taseki felt like, she's always that go-to in the family when something go wrong. And Taseki did say during that sit down, you've been to my house multiple times. You feel like I did something wrong to you or did something to you kids, you need to say that. And the friend stepped in and said the same thing. When they were going through what they were going through, they stayed at her house. She was at her house pregnant and everything. Rolly was like, no matter what I go through, I feel you and I understand, because I'm going through the same thing. And that's just with family. And people feel like because you're here where you are in life, basically this and that. So they all took shots because they were crying and everything. And I get it, because you never thought, to me, the way I see it with them two, I would have never thought, because they were so close before this, I would never thought that they would have this because of fame. Fame changes people, even though it hurt. Taseki gotta love her baby sister from the distance because she feel like she's the baby. She should get her way. We not gonna act like she don't. So they all meet up. Tinka come in, everybody meet up, they talking, they laughing, they kikiing, they having drinks. Tinka and shake her butt. She was like, this show changed her. Her baby now is in private school. Things are looking up for her. She's came and she's just happy to be part of the show and everything. So everybody's sitting here chilling, having drinks, Rolling in them, looking at the camera, talking and crap. Everybody just having a good time, just having a grand old time. So Natalie decides to ask everybody about the slang words, right? And Akbar says something about on Baddies South. Something happened in everything. So as the monsters they're talking, Diamond the Body come out with some shorts that show her butt. She's always naked. Every time she fights, I think this girl just like to be naked. Booty cheeks out. Girl, this is not Miami, Florida. This is up north. Swimming cap on, everything. Walked in, Rolly was like, come on, let's go. They start fighting. Rolly done took the wig off. I know she gonna snap my wig off if she on that type of time. So Rolly snatched the wig off, the swimming cap off. Not only that, Rolly done beat the girl out her shirt, titties slanging. Rolly done beat her to her booty cheeks out. I'm like, girl, why are you always getting beat up naked? So then security break it up. She pull her shirt down, pull her clothes down. Cheeks still out. Titties is hiding. So Rolly ready for it. Rolly wig is still on. So then, they standing there. She's like, let's go. Diamond the Body got a guard. My thing is, Diamond the Body, why do your titties and your cheeks be out? If I want a free show, girl, make OnlyFans. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Later.